If you thought Wonder Festival was over, think again. Kotobukiya has decided to split off into their own event called Kotobukiya Collection Online 2022 Winter. And so for whatever strange reason, they separated it into model kits, which went up on Friday, and anime figures and statues, which went up today. So in this video, we're just going to be taking a look at the new figures that they've announced. If you do want to go through this gallery yourself, I will put a link in the pinned comment and the description for you. And as always, if you do enjoy me recapping all of these random events going on, please hit that subscribe button down below if you haven't already, so you can support the channel and you'll also get notified when I post more recaps like this one. That's enough preamble, let's get into the figures. So these first two are already really awesome. If you haven't figured it out by the pictures already, it's the Bishoujo statues for Optimus Prime and Megatron. And I'm a big fan of the Bishoujo series figures. I think the art style they use for all of them is really, really good. Before I get into more detail about these two, I also just want to shout out how good this website is. So not only do they have English translations for all of the products, they also have this 360 view button, which opens up a window. You can just move this. How cool is that? One of my final year uni projects was basically about doing something like this. But that's not all, because if we scroll down a little bit more, we also have this Q&A with the product designers, which is something I don't think I've seen before, especially not in English, which is pretty amazing. So this whole thing is really cool. I feel like they put a lot of effort into this site, but that's enough of me gushing about this website. I will now gush about these figures. It's so liberating being able to spin this around. I wish more companies did this. I like that they've kept the wheelie boots, that's pretty cute. And just in general, I really like how badass this pose looks. It's super confident, the face sculpt looks really nice, and I think it's gonna look really good once it's colored. However, with that being said about Optimus Prime, I think Megatron's design is so much better. I love that artwork. I love this face. It's got so much personality. I love how she's wearing this coat. I love her whole outfit. And she's got this huge gun or cannon or whatever, just holding it on her shoulder, oh mama. I can't wait to see her fully sculpted and everything. I think she's going to look amazing. I think even if you don't like Transformers, these are both two figures to keep an eye out for. They're more than meets the eye. What is this? Beast Collection, My Hero Academia? what? Look at these, is that Deku? Is that a dog? Is that a dog? I don't even... Bakugo is a monkey? Ochoko is a rabbit? Todoroki is a cat? Tsuyu is a frog? Okay, I got that one. All Might is a lion? That makes sense. That makes sense. It looks terrible, but it makes sense. Are there people who want to buy these? I think this is one of the strangest things I've seen in a long time. It exists, and now I can't unsee it. Pog is in chat. Subaru is getting a scale figure from Koto. I'm excited about that because she's really cute. However, if this is the pose that it's going to be in, I don't know about that. I think it'd be a little bit boring. But we'll see what happens. I'll remain optimistic. Who the hell is this? Yuzuki Choco? I don't have a whole lot to say about this. If you know me, you'll probably know that I'm not going to be very huge on this character design. But for those people who are interested in her, there you go. Next up is the next figure in the Pokemon ARTFX J series, which is Lucas with Chimchar. I really love these Pokemon ARTFX J figures. I always keep Red and a Pikachu at my desk at all times. I really like them, but that was also when they were much cheaper. I think the price has gone up a bit recently. But if you are interested in picking them up, I definitely would recommend them. I'm surprised they didn't have Lucas ready to go for the Gen 4 remakes and Legends Arceus, but I guess better late than never, right? They're always a bit simple, so it's like hard to critique them as well, because it's like it is what it is. It's just the Pokemon style. Chimchar looks a bit small, but it's like a baby fire monkey, so it's whatever. He's probably like in scale. He's just canonically tiny. But otherwise, I'm liking what I'm seeing. I guess they're continuing the Darkstalkers figures with Lilith. That is definitely a sexy vampire lady. Oh, look at those cheeks. Damn. You really check out the angles with this 3D rotating tool. I guess it's hard to judge until she's painted, but I think she looks pretty good. I think she'll definitely go along well with the Morrigan that we saw previously. Just judging from this, I think they'll look pretty damn cool together. Bro, you're just gonna give me a silhouette and expect me to talk about it? Come on, Koto. This is DC Batgirl, Barbara Gordon, Bishoujo statue. Yeah, nice silhouette, guys. Looks really good. I really like the gold coloring you've given it. I'm gonna pre-order it just because of that. Not. Sheesh. It's a lot of skin. So I did a little bit of Googling on this. It looks like Kotobukiya is introducing a new series called Museum of Mystical Melodies, which is basically just a fancy term for this new collection of figures that are designed by one illustrator, and they also have like a short story or a novel that goes along with them. So they're kind of creating the figure and the story together, which seems like an interesting and fun concept for a series of figures like this. Recently I've been big on figures themselves telling like mini stories in how they're presented, like through the base and the sculpt and everything. So this execution isn't exactly what I would have in mind for that, but I think it's an interesting way to take a series of figures. I can kind of zoom in on the illustration they have there, but it's a bit low res. I'm very interested to see how this actually turns out. My gut tells me that it's going to be pretty beautiful and pretty successful. Here we have Murasaki Shion, who I guess is another VTuber. This one doesn't have a button for me to spin her around. It's not the most exciting sculpt in the world. Maybe I'm just spoiled with some of those really, really good Hololive figures, like Hosho Marine. But even if you're not going super fancy, I feel like you just add something to the base maybe. Give it a bit more personality. More Hololive? Alright. This is Naikiri Ayame, and I like her a lot more than the previous one. But I guess that's mainly just a character design preference. I feel like she's got more going on. It's a more interesting sculpt. I like this little Oni mask on her head. And it looks like there's some tiny detail in there with like the teeth and everything. So yeah, I like that. This one looks promising. Finally, a character I know, which is Filo from Shield Hero. I really like Filo's design, and I have no doubts that she herself is going to look really, really spectacular. I guess my bigger concern is that she's kind of at a weird angle here. So I hope she doesn't end up leaning at some point. That'd be really disappointing. But other than that, I really like the sculpt. If they can paint and texture the base properly so it actually looks and feels like rock and grass, it's going to go a long way into making this figure look spectacular. If they don't and it just looks like a plastic rock, then it's going to be pretty disappointing. But I have faith in Kotobukiya. Here we have Nanakusa Nazuna, that's a fun name to say, who has this concept for a figure. There's not much to go off other than this artwork, so I guess we'll just wait and see. Oh, hello gorgeous, who is this? Athena? This is one hell of a glow up, god damn. Shunya Yamashita is a god. That is such an attractive character design. Oh, that's cool. I've said it before in this video, I'm gonna say it again. The Bishoujo statue line is awesome. And this one has a doggo. I don't know what's up with this Kate Bishop Hawkeye thing, I don't know. But who cares when we got Pizza Doggo? If this dog is not a part of this figure, we will all riot. I swear people will buy this just for the dog. And Hawkeye not looking too shabby herself in that skin-tight suit. God damn. I'm going to become the Joker. What the hell is this? Cable Fine Art Statue Signature Series, featuring the Kucharek brothers. Who are the Kucharek brothers? Art director at Kotobukiya? Huh. Okay, cool. This is badass. God damn, look at that! This is sick. I don't know about the blue and yellow suit, which looks kinda really retro, but the rest of this is sick looking. This, like, machine thing the fella's standing on in the base? That's sick looking. I love the purple. I love the double guns on his back, because he's, like, already holding a huge gun. Does he need this many guns? Does he have a third arm, or is that just a backup? What do you need a whole backup gun? How do they even attach? Also, who cares? It's awesome. Wait, I just realized it's Cable from X-Men. I'm an idiot. Please enjoy the last minute of this video where I forgot Cable existed as a character. Man, what the hell? I even missed the X-Men logo right at the top of the page. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I like how the DC and Marvel stuff are just sandwiched between each other. Here's Batman. Looks kind of boring. Your kid, what? G.I. Joe Bishoujo?
Pork chop sandwiches!
Look at that outfit. Yeah. I love the different textures, especially this metallic red going up her side. I think it adds a lot to this character design. I think it basically carries the figure. That shine is hot.
G.I. Joe!
Hello, it looks like we're back in Japan after our Western IPs detour. This is Yumi Aiba from Idolmaster. And this is a strange little figure, isn't it? Like, the figure itself is fine, it's whatever, but it also comes with, like, a little piece of cloth for a towel, I guess? And then under that, you have, like, this fuzzy fake grass, which just makes this whole figure look really odd. It just seems weird that she doesn't have a proper solid base. You can kind of see in this, like, the piece of cloth isn't flat. Maybe it's supposed to make it look more realistic, but personally, I don't really like this approach. It just seems a bit weird, especially with the pillow being in plastic anyway. Just make everything plastic. Maybe she'll look more normal in color. Here we have Ruler Altria from Grand Order, and what a queen she is! Is this really the original artwork? Looks a bit rough, especially when compared to the figure. The figure looks so much nicer. I really hope this looks good painted. I really like that this parasol is pretty unique. It's like all jaggy around the edges, which is pretty cool. And overall, I'm expecting her to look really beautiful once she's painted. Oh my god, this is adorable. I didn't know this version of Leonardo da Vinci existed. She looks so happy. She's adorable. I feel like Da Vinci doesn't get a whole lot of love in figures, despite being around from, like, the start. But I'm very eager to see the sculpt of this. I have very high expectations. We also have Saber Astolfo, which I didn't know existed, but there he is. I'm less interested in this one personally, but I know Astolfo has a huge fan base, so it's good to see nonetheless. And now we have Azra Ninja from Megami Device, which I think is just a Kotobukiya original model kit line. But this isn't a model kit, it's like a full scale figure. They even have a comparison here with the scale next to the model kit, and dear lord, she looks gigantic. But I think the model kit is just super tiny. But it's very clear to see all of the improvements to the detailing and everything they've been able to add to the scale figure. I guess they're showing you can even lie her down, which is kind of weird. But I think overall this looks pretty good. So for whatever reason, everything we've been looking at has come under this figures heading, which says first public figure. But then if we scroll down a bit, we get to the section that says latest items, products in progress. But they don't have their own page, they just have a little pop-up. So I guess I'll just go over these fairly quickly. First is the version 2 of Ochiko's ARTFX J. I've been very happy with what they've shown with the version 2s so far. In a vacuum, I think this one is also good. It's an improvement over the first. However, this one fest, there was like 2 or 3 other Ochikos, which I would consider a step up again from this one. So I'd be looking at those ones instead, either by S-Fire or Spiritail, I think it was. This one just says Barbara. I don't know what the hell she's from. I can't imagine it's Genshin, is it? It says MiHoYo. Oh my god. Barbara from Genshin? How do they name these characters? What the hell is this? There's a lot of Photoshop going on here, but it looks like these music parts are like actually real. I want to take a better look at this without all of the stuff going on, so maybe we'll see her in an Ami recap fairly soon. They're also doing 4 more ARTFX J figures for Jujutsu Kaisen. I don't know what the hell this thing is, but since it's on screen and people can see it, they're gonna be like, why did you skip that purple thing? I don't know what it is. I don't care. This is cute. Is this 2 figures or is this 1 figure? I guess it's 2 figures. I don't know how they do the heart. Did they just each get 1 half? Because if so, I feel like that's a pretty scummy move to get people to buy both of them. I think both of these girls look great though. I really love how the heart frames both of the girls. Oh, these are 2 more characters from The Legend of Heroes. I think I did enjoy the first 2 I saw. These character designs look pretty dope, so I'm interested in seeing how these 2 turn out. Keeping along with the JRPG stuff, we also have Alphen from Tales of Arise. I assume this is like his super sick fire sword or whatever the hell is going on there. It just looks kind of sad as an unpainted prototype, but I'm definitely looking forward to seeing this all painted and up for pre-order, as his character design is pretty dope. And the final figure of the video is Azra Archer, who with that name I assume is also from Megami Device. I think this sculpt is really cool, and I'm really interested in seeing her painted so I can talk about her in detail in the future. So that is everything figure related from the Kotobukiya collection. Also, I just realized they misspelled figures here. It says Figres. So as usual, I hope you've enjoyed the video. Remember to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And you probably know the outro by now. This has been the Ando Experience, and I'll catch ya in the next one. Bye!